Discover the incredible story of ancient Rome, from a small city to the greatest empire the world had ever seen. Ancient Rome dominated the Mediterranean world for over 1,000 years, leaving a legacy that still shapes our civilization today. Let's start with how Rome began as a small settlement on the Tiber River. According to legend, Rome was founded by Romulus in 753 BC after he killed his twin brother Remus. Rome was built on 7 hills along the Tiber River, a strategic location that allowed control of trade routes and provided natural defenses. In reality, Rome grew gradually from a mix of Latin and Etruscan settlements that merged over time. Rome evolved from a kingdom into a republic, creating a system of shared power. The republic was established in 509 BC, when Romans overthrew their last tyrannical king. The republic featured 2 consuls who shared executive power, a senate of wealthy aristocrats, and assemblies where citizens could vote. The Senate consisted of 300 wealthy patricians who advised on policy and controlled finances. Citizen assemblies voted on laws and elected officials, though the wealthy had more influence. Rome's powerful military machine conquered territory after territory. Rome expanded in waves, first conquering Italy, then the Mediterranean, and eventually controlling territory from Britain to Egypt. The Punic Wars against Carthage were crucial, especially defeating the great general Hannibal to control the Mediterranean Sea. By 100 BC, Rome controlled most of the Mediterranean world through military conquest and strategic alliances. The Republic's success contained the seeds of its own destruction. Powerful generals like Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus formed alliances that led to civil wars and the end of the Republic. When Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon River in 49 BC with his army, he started a civil war that would end the Republic. After Caesar's assassination, his adopted son Octavian became Augustus, the first Roman emperor in 27 BC. Under the emperors, Rome reached its greatest territorial extent and power. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, lasted about 200 years, bringing stability, prosperity, and cultural achievement across the empire. The empire had over 50 million people, about 20% of the world's population at the time. Rome built over 250,000 miles of paved roads, connecting the vast empire and enabling trade and military movement. Roman engineering produced magnificent structures, like aqueducts for water, the Colosseum for entertainment, and the Pantheon with its massive dome. Roman culture created lasting contributions to law, language, and civilization. Rome gave us legal systems, the Latin language, architectural innovations, and governmental structures still used today. Latin evolved into French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian, languages spoken by over 1 billion people today. Roman law, with concepts like innocent until proven guilty, influenced legal systems throughout Europe and beyond. Even the mighty Roman Empire eventually crumbled under multiple pressures. The Western Roman Empire fell in 476 AD, overwhelmed by invasions, economic problems, and internal decay. Germanic tribes like the Visigoths, Vandals, and Huns invaded across weakened borders, eventually sacking Rome. Economic decline, inflation, and crushing taxes weakened the empire's ability to defend itself and maintain infrastructure. Political chaos with rapid emperor turnover, civil wars, and corruption eroded central authority. The Eastern Roman Empire, centered in Constantinople, survived another 1,000 years as the Byzantine Empire. Although Rome fell, its influence shaped Western civilization forever. Rome's legacy radiates through modern civilization in countless ways, from our calendar to our buildings. Over 60% of English words come from Latin roots, showing Rome's linguistic legacy. Modern legal concepts like contracts, property rights, and trial procedures come from Roman law. Roman architectural innovations like the arch, vault, and dome-inspired buildings from medieval cathedrals to modern capitals. The Roman Republic inspired modern democracies with ideas about representative government and checks on power. Our calendar months and system come from Julius Caesar's reforms, with July named after Caesar hymns. Let's recap the remarkable journey of ancient Rome. Rome grew from a small city-state into a vast empire controlling the Mediterranean world over more than 1,000 years. Romans created a republic with shared power and citizen participation that inspired modern democracies. Through military genius and organization, Rome conquered and controlled more territory than any previous power. Roman achievements in law, language, engineering, and architecture created foundations still used today. Even after its fall, Rome's legacy continues to shape Western civilization in profound and lasting ways.